Hey guys, how's it going? So I thought I'd start by doing a little series I'm calling the Guitar Crash Course. And our scales give us even more information because with each scale, we have each note of the scale actually has a chord or a triad, 3-note chord assigned to it. Um, and that formula follows. There's another kind of formula that follows. So one of the things you'll notice is, so I wrote out the C major scale here. So C D E F G A B, right? We don't need to write the C because we got it again because we got it right back here. So and you'll see the C is a big one, so a big Roman numeral 1. D is a little Roman numeral 2. E is a little Roman numeral 3. 4 is a big Roman numeral 4. G is a big Roman numeral 5. A is a little Roman numeral 6. B is a little Roman numeral 7, but it's special. And then of course we're back to the root. Okay. Now, what do these Roman numerals mean? So, in the key of C, which is what we're dealing with here. Let's get rid of the D here. In the key of C, if we go to construct our chords, we have to take a 1, a 3, and a 5. Okay? So we're basically skipping every other note, right? So our C major chord is comprised of 3 notes, a C right here, an E right here, and a G. So you see we're skipping 1, 3, 5. We're skipping every other note. Okay? Now, if you play that C, E, G, right? C, E, G, right? Or there you go. We just formed our first chord. It's a C chord. C on the 3rd fret A, E on the 2nd fret of the D string, and G is the open G. There's our first chord. So, of course, I think most of us know that C cowboy chord, right? This one here. So let's look at it a little closer. So we have our, as we already discussed, our C, E, G, right? There's another C, and there's another E. Easy enough, right? So our 2, 3, and 6, our little Roman numerals, means that, oh, let's back up. So let's go to our 4 and our 5. Let's look at our 4 and our 5. So our 4 is F. So if we go to our F and we skip a note, F, A, C. Okay? All right? C, D, E, F, right? F, F, A, C. There's an F chord. You may recognize it if I put down I can play the big one. Okay, sounds nice and happy, right? Okay, now our next one is G, which is GBD. Well, we have a G right here, and we have a B on the second fret of the A string, right? A sharp B, and we have an open D. Here's our big G cowboy chord. So what do we have here? G, B, D, G. And if we leave our pinky, or if we leave this note off the B string, if we just, that's a B, open B, and then a G. I actually like to put that note in, which is the third fret on the B string, which makes it a D. So it's G, B, D, G, D, B. It just makes, to me, it makes it a fuller chord, or a better sounding chord. So, all right. So you can guess the 1, the 4, and the 5 are major chords because they're the big letters, right? So if we do the that's called a 1-4-5 chord progression. C, F, G, back to F, and then C. Wild thing, right? All right. So we've got a handle on that, maybe. Look, if you need to stop, rewind, or pause, don't hesitate to do it. It's fine. If you watch through this several times and you still don't get it, leave me questions down below. I'll be happy to go and explain it. You'll also find my Facebook link down there. If you, it's for the Late Crew Facebook group. Send an invite. Shoot me a message on Facebook, and I'll be happy to help you and answer any questions you have. So let's continue on. So we've knocked out the 3 major chords, which is the C, the F, and the G in this case. So what about the 2, the 3, and the 6? So the D, the E, and the A. Well, if we look at those chords, or we build those chords off the same premise, we have a D, an F, and an A. Okay, so there's a D. There's an F, and there's an A. Now, does that sound happy? Sounds kind of sad, right? So that's a minor. Okay. And now we have an E, G, and an E, G, and a B. Sounds kind of sad too, right? And we have an A, a C, and an E. Again, sounds kind of sad, huh? So these are minor in the key of C. Those 3 chords are the minor chords of the key of C. And then we have a funky one. And it's B, D, and F. So this is our special case. This is diminished. And I'll explain that. May not be tonight, but in one of the upcoming videos, I'll explain diminished. but just to give you an idea of what it sounds like. So B, B, D, F, right? You kind of hear it's kind of got a dissonance to it, and it sounds like it wants to move somewhere, right? What happens if we go back to the 1 chord or the C chord? That's called resolution. Here it's wanting to go somewhere. And that resolves it. That resolves that tension that's built in that diminished chord. So we kind of learned a little bit here. So C is our special case because, again, like I said earlier, no sharps, no flats.